Good morning. Happy Friday. Good morning, everybody. And welcome back. Here we are, another beautiful Friday morning, well into spring and gearing up for summer. Hi, everybody. My name is Jennifer, and I'm a teacher with English in the City Prazo. And this morning, along the theme of getting ready for summer, this morning we are doing focus activity 6-7, describing a holiday. Describing a holiday. So this morning we're getting ourselves in the holiday mode, getting ready not just for the weekend, but getting ready also for the idea of going on holiday. Maybe right now our plans are still up in the air. Can we go on holiday this summer? Will the beaches be open? Do we have to distance in the water and on the sand? These are all questions that will have answers very soon. But while we're waiting for our answers about a possible beach getaway, we're going to talk about holidays today. In the US, we say vacation. We go on vacation. We take a vacation. We have a vacation. In the UK, on the other hand, they go on holiday. So that's what we're talking about this morning, describing a holiday. Not a holiday like Christmas or Easter or Hanukkah, but a holiday like a vacation. And I don't know about you. Good morning, Andrea. Thank you so much for coming in today. It's so nice to hear from you. So, Andrea, this morning we are describing a holiday, getting ourselves mentally in the holiday mode. Even though this spring, the end of summer and spring has been somewhat surreal, but it's good for everybody to take a mental vacation every now and then. And that's what we're talking about today. We are describing a holiday. We are describing a vacation. And maybe you haven't finalized your vacation plans yet, but good morning. Good morning, Greta. How are you today? For everyone just tuning in, my name is Jennifer, and this morning we are describing a holiday. We are describing a vacation. Even though we haven't finalized our vacation plans, maybe you have an idea in mind of where you want to go. I know. Thank you for coming in this morning, Greta. And Andrea, thank you so much. My faithful friends who love talking in English. So I'm very excited about this morning's focus because I am ready for a vacation. I'm definitely ready for a vacation. I am ready to go on holiday. And I prefer beach holidays and summer holidays. How about you? I'm okay, Greta. I can't complain. We've arrived. It's Friday again. So we've gotten through another week. So I'm happy about that. And with every week that passes, we are closer to summer. And summer is my favorite season. I love summer. So I've been in the house for a very long time and I'm ready to get out. I'm ready to go on vacation. So let's talk about our holiday today. We're going to talk about past holidays and future holidays. In this morning's focus, we're describing our holidays using past simple and present perfect for previous holidays. So where have you gone on holiday? When did you go? What did you do? What did you see? Then we're using present continuous and going to for future plans. So where are you going to go for your next holiday? When are you leaving? because we know that there are different futures. You can use present continuous for fixed plans, going to for intentions, and then there's always the future simple, will plus the infinitive. But in today's focus, we're going to be concentrating on present continuous and going to for future plans. So what helps us often in planning a new vacation or a new holiday is thinking about our previous holidays, where we have been on holiday, and maybe a holiday that has left such an impression that we think, oh, that was a wonderful holiday. If only I could go back. So whether these holidays we plan today are actually going to be a reality, that's up to you. But this morning, we're going to help each other plan future holidays. Let's get started. What's your favorite type of holiday? Oh, that's right. You went in December of 2019. Very nice. So that was a winter holiday. Hi, Simone. Good morning. How are you? So nice to hear from you. Thank you for joining our focus activity group this morning. This morning, we are talking about holidays and vacations. Notice the first slide on the screen. Ooh, and Andrea says you're going to Portugal in September. Fantastic. September is a very nice time to travel. I preferred traveling when I did travel. I preferred traveling in September because it's after that crazy summer rush. And so the rates are lower, and there are also less tourists. There are less tourists around, so you get to enjoy your location a little bit more, I think. Notice, everyone, the first slide in this morning's focus activity. My favorite holiday. And there are two symbols on the screen. What are they? We have holiday with a British flag and vacation with an American flag. And this illustrates what I said before, because you love the beach and the sea. You love summer holidays, Greta. I do too. I absolutely love summer holidays. And you notice the two flags on the screen that illustrate what I was saying before, that in the UK they say holiday, but in the US they say vacation. It's a steady point to go to Fatima once a year. In September, do you mean Andrea? Okay, so Greta says that she loves summer holidays because she loves the beach and the sea. What is your favorite holiday and why? We know that there are different types of holidays. It could be a winter holiday because you prefer skiing or snowboarding, or maybe you just enjoy the cold weather a little bit more. You can prefer summer holidays like Greta and like me because you enjoy the beach life. You enjoy swimming in the sea. You enjoy the heat. I love hot summers. Not too hot. We had a few summers that were very deadly. But a hot summer, yes. Because if a summer isn't hot, what kind of summer is it? So which holiday is your favorite type? And why? Greta says that she loves summer holidays, but what about you, Andrea? You are traveling this year. You're hopefully traveling this year. I'm sure you will. I believe you will. In September. But what is your favorite type of holiday? And Greta loves swimming. Yes, you do. I love swimming too. I'm not as talented as you are in the pool, but I do love being in water. I love being in the water. It's just such a great sensation. In fact, when I was younger, and I would go to the ocean Just that feeling of having the waves just throw you on the beach. I used to love that. We called it riding the waves, but without a surfboard because I do not surf. But you could ride the waves with your body. You go out into the water, you wait for the wave to come, and then you start paddling into the shore, and the wave picks you up and throws you on the beach. I can't do that anymore. It hurts. But when I was younger, it was very fun. Okay, Andrea says my favorite holiday is whenever possible, but I prefer tour holidays. Okay. What is a tour holiday? Is when you visit a place, but you're not there to relax. You're there to go sightseeing. You're there to visit the historical monuments, to visit the special places of the country or the city or the village that you're visiting. A tour holiday helps you to learn about the place and the people where you are. So if you decide to relax, a tour holiday is not really the best choice. In fact, the first time I came to Italy, it was a tour holiday. And then when I came back a few times afterwards, then I was meeting friends and it was more of a fun holiday. But my first vacation here was an educational one. Okay, here we have a list of different types of holidays or vacations. Sightseeing, beach, which Greta and I enjoy. A mountain holiday. Maybe you go camping. Maybe you go hiking and trekking in the mountains. If you go in the winter, you can possibly go skiing. A cruise holiday, where you ride those big, enormous boats. A floating city, and you visit different ports in different parts of the world. An adventure holiday could be similar to a safari holiday, something that's a little bit more, that's physically demanding and challenging, I think. You can have a spa break, a long weekend, or backpacking. So Andrea enjoys tour holidays. Greta and I enjoy summer and beach holidays. If you have any comments to add, please type it in, put it in the comment box, and share your opinions with us. I would love to hear from you. So we see that there are different types of holidays, and usually the type of holiday that you enjoy says something about the kind of person you are. True or false? Are the sentences true or false? Obviously, I'm going to be asking you, and you are going to tell me. But these sentences here are examples of the present perfect. Would anyone like to explain to me? No, that's a complicated question. What is the grammar construction of the present perfect? How do we make a present perfect sentence or question? Which verb do we use? Which tense do we use? And why do we use it? Americans are very guilty of putting everything in the past simple. And I used to do it too. Because it's just easier. If it's not happening right now in this second, it's in the past. Add ed and forget about it. It's a past event. But when you do that in English, especially if you're talking about a person, then they no longer exist because you imply that they're dead. Why? What does that mean? That when you use the present perfect, it's because you're still alive. So you're asking about past events in your life that could possibly repeat because you are still here. So Americans, in their grammatical laziness, are destroying people with their past simple. It's a tragedy. So that's why we use present perfect. It is not time specific. When I ask you a question in the present perfect, for example, have you ever been to France? It means from the time that you were born up until yesterday, did you go to France? And if I ask you, have you been to France or have you ever been to France? What is your answer? Have you been or have you ever? Very good, Andrea. Thank you. What is the grammar structure of present perfect? Andrea shares with all of us. The verb to have and past participle. And you notice it there on your screen in the question. Have you been, been past participle of the verb to be and our verb to have. Have you been to France? And this talks about a past experience in your life. So we use present perfect to talk about life experiences that could possibly repeat. We use the past simple for what? For past experience that are finished, but also are time specific. What does that mean? If I ask you, have you ever been to France? Oh, yes, I have. Follow-up question. When did you go? Now we're in past simple. Why? Because now it's time specific. When did you go to France? I went to France last summer. No, I didn't. But for example, I went to France last summer. Last summer, time specific, past simple. So once you give your experience a location in time, then you use past simple. When was your last holiday? Now we're going to answer these questions together. So I'm asking, you've been to France a few times. Where in France did you go? You could actually, that could also be past present perfect as well. Where in France have you been? You haven't been to France, Greta. Have I been to France? Yes, I have. Yeah, but Greta says, I don't go to France. But Greta, do you want to go to France? I was in France about 20 years ago. Go ahead, ask me why. Why were you in France, Jennifer? I was in France because my plane was laid over in Paris. So they put me in a hotel and I had to catch the next flight out the following morning. I did not see any of Paris. I only saw the airport terminal and the inside of my hotel room. That was my experience in Paris and France. But I'd like to go. You do want to go, Greta? Me too. I want to go to France too. Okay, notice the questions on your screen. You went to, and Andrea says, I went to Provenza many times and to Paris too. Excellent. I want everyone to notice Andrea's fantastic sentence here. Why am I pointing this out? Andrea says, I went to Provenza many times and to Paris too. Notice he has two, and two. They all sound like two, but they're not the number two. To Provenza and to Paris are prepositions, and then we have TOO, which means also, like me too. And Greta went to Calabria. I've never been to Calabria, but I want to go. I want to go. I have a few friends who go every year, and it sounds like a fantastic place. Oh, not Greta, you're talking about your vacation last summer. I was distracted. Where did you go on your last holiday? Past simple. Why? Because it's time specific. So describe your last holiday to me. Where did you go? What was it like? How did you get there? What did you do there? This also goes back to our first slide of what is your favorite type of holiday? Because if you tell me, well, I love winter holidays because I love to ski, then you've answered question 3. No, you answered question 4. What did you do there? Well, I skied or I went skiing. What did you enjoy most about it? Which has been your favorite holiday so far? So the last question asks you to compare your past holidays. You went to Oman last February. You go to the most amazing places, Andrea. You go to places that I would never think of going to. Okay, and Greta says that I relaxed and I went swimming, or I relaxed and I swam. What did you do there? What did you do there? I relaxed and I swam. What was it like? It was a very relaxing holiday. What I would like to know, Andrea, is how you choose your destination. How do you choose your destination? It would never occur to me to go to Oman. I don't even know what is there. So I want to ask Andrea, you went to Oman last February. Okay, what was it like? And what did you do there? Greta went to Calabria and she relaxed and went swimming. My last holiday was a beach holiday as well. And I slept because it takes me the first few days to get into holiday mode. And usually I go to sleep for about 2 days. And then my body completely relaxes and then I'm on holiday. Andrea says, it's a paradise. Oman is a paradise? I had no idea. But what do you do there, Andrea? What do you do there? And very good, Greta. Excellent, excellent. I relaxed and went swimming. Very, very good, Greta. How did you get there? How did you get there means transportation. How did you get to Calabria, Greta? I know it's okay, Greta, because listen, writing in English is very different than speaking it. And especially for Italian speakers, where you write the word the way it sounds, English is very, very difficult in that sense because the words honestly don't make any sense. The way we say them has nothing to do with the way they're written. I don't know why. It would just be easier because Italian is very, very practical. Not only is it a beautiful language, but it's practical. If this is the sound the letter makes, then this is what you write when you use that sound. Ah, oh, eh. But in English, no. No, we do it. It's a little bit more complicated than that. So my last vacation, I went to the seaside also. And I got there by car. I relaxed like Greta did in Calabria, and I went swimming. I also read a lot of books. And what did I enjoy about it? What did you enjoy about your previous holiday? The last holiday you went on. Why did you enjoy it so much? I enjoyed my last holiday because I spent time with my children. I was able to relax, and the weather was beautiful. So that's why you enjoy your holiday, because you do the things that you love to do. My favorite holiday, think also about your favorite holiday of all time. That one vacation that you just said, oh, I have never had a vacation like that since. Which vacation was it? I went on vacation a very long time ago with a girlfriend, and we went to Barbados. That was a life-changing vacation. I have never had a vacation like that since. And it was the only time we went on vacation together. It was a fantastic, fantastic time. So what was your favorite holiday or vacation? Okay, thank you, Greta. Greta says that she went to Calabria by plane. And Andrea, I had a tour through desert and through different ancient and modern amazing towns. I'm going to have to look Oman up. I've never, but Andrea, how do you choose these destinations? Do you just like look through an atlas and say, bingo, I'm going to go to Oman? Or does somebody tell you, oh, Andrea, you have to go to Oman? It's definitely the place to see. Very often we visit places that we already know about or we know of, or maybe we have family there. Often we go back to places, we return to places, or we take regular vacations in places because we have family and friends there. So Andrea and Greta and anyone else who's in our focus activity group this morning, which has been your favorite holiday? I would love to hear about your past holidays. But most of all, which has been your favorite? My favorite holiday has been Barbados. A very, very long time ago. I met my girlfriend's family. So they were island people. It was absolutely fantastic. It was a fantastic experience. Andrea says, I enjoyed wonderful sunsets in the desert and also the exquisite kindness of people there. So people in Oman are nice. Very good, Andrea. Also, keep in mind that you can enjoy your holiday or vacation because of the people. Because the people of a place can make or break your holiday. How many times maybe have you heard someone say, oh, I went to this fantastic place on a holiday. The weather was beautiful. The hotel was luxurious. It was very, very clean. But the people, oh my goodness, they were so unfriendly. Or you could go on holiday somewhere and say, the hotel was okay. The food could have been better. It rained one day, yes, one day, no. But the people were so nice. They made my stay very enjoyable. So that's a good thing to remember, that the people of the place you're visiting can also have a big impact on your vacation. And I'm going to suggest that everyone look up Oman because it sounds like a place to visit. Andrea says, I got a flyer and was attracted by the description of the country. I considered the place where people live in the best way as it is for Bhutan. Really? How do people live in Oman? What do people do in Oman? This takes us now to the next topic, our holiday top 3. Which of these factors are the most important to you when you choose a holiday? So Andrea says that he was attracted to the idea of going to Oman because of a flyer that he saw, and it piqued his curiosity. But when you choose, or when you, not when you choose, when you start thinking about a holiday, what are the most important things to consider for you? Andrea says, I've always met nice people except at a government hotel in India. Anytime you say government, it just has that ring to it. I know. Nice people except at a government. What is a government hotel? Does it mean just politicians stay there? Okay, what is most important to you when you are choosing or planning a holiday? And on your screen, notice that you have different ideas, different characteristics that you think about when you plan a holiday. Because since going on vacation or going on holiday is expensive, you pay for travel, you pay for food when you're there, you pay for activities while you're there. Going on holiday is not free. So if you are spending money, then there are things you consider while you are making your choice. What do you consider? The beach and the sea, hotel accommodation, traveling companions. It's more, the budget is very important, Greta. The budget is very important. In fact, do we have budget here? No, we don't. Traveling companions, the food, experiencing new cultures, landscape and nature, nightlife, activities, sightseeing, safety, and the climate. Greta says that the budget is important. And that's very true. When you consider where you want to go on holiday, you think about how much money you have to spend. Has it ever happened to you that maybe one year you did not go on holiday because you didn't have enough money? Or you decided to wait because the holiday you want to go on, maybe in 2 years, costs more. So you save money so that when you go on holiday, you can do exactly what you want. So Greta says that the budget is very important. You need to think about how much money you have for a holiday before you decide to go. Oman is a sultanate. The sultan has done a lot to grant very good life conditions for the citizens. It's a very rich country because of oil wells. Wow. I have to look up Oman now. I like the name Oman. I would like to be able to say if someone asks me, "Oh, Jennifer, where are you from?" I'm from Oman. It has a nice sound to it. Oman. Thank you very much, Andrea. Andrea is giving us a fantastic geography lesson. We're learning about the people and the life in Oman this morning. Thank you so much. And Greta has informed us that money is the most important thing to think about when you're choosing a holiday. But what do you think? What is the most important thing to think about when you choose a holiday? You think about money. I actually think about the weather. if I'm planning a holiday, especially because I enjoy beach holidays, I think primarily of the weather during the time I want to go. And I'm not very concerned with hotel and accommodations because I spend very little time in the hotel. So I consider the location of the hotel. I don't want a hotel that's too far from the center of where I want to be. For example, when I visited Florence, one of the first few times I visited Florence, I made sure I had a hotel in the historical center because that's where I wanted to be. I didn't want a hotel outside of the city limits so that I would have to take a bus or a train to the city. I wanted to be in the center so I could easily get up and spend my day in the historical center of Florence. So the location of your hotel is very important. What do you think about when you are planning a holiday? What are the three most important factors for you? Greta, you've given me one, but after you consider the money that you're spending on your holiday, what is something else you think about? Are you someone who thinks about nightlife? What is nightlife? Nightlife is what happens at night in a city or a town that you're visiting. So, for example, if you're depending on how old you are, no, age has nothing to do with it. You could be any age, but enjoy going out at night. And if you travel alone, then you might not decide to visit a place that is dangerous at night, especially if you enjoy nightlife in a city or place. And that was something I needed to consider also because when I traveled alone most of the times, so I had to also look into the safety of the place of my destination. If I knew it was a very dangerous place, then I might decide not to go, or I might decide not to go alone. Because especially women traveling alone need to be a little bit more aware, need to be aware of their surroundings. And we don't want to put ourselves in a dangerous situation. Experiencing new cultures. For a lot of us, that may be an important factor. Now, even though Greta and we enjoy relaxing on the beach and swimming, sometimes it's nice to visit a beach and a place where we've never been, because it'll give you the opportunity to experience something new. Very good. Andrea says he thinks about experiencing new cultures. So that is very important for him when he chooses a holiday. He also considers the activities that are available and sightseeing. And food is not very important. It's important that he needs to eat, but you don't decide where to go based on food. Because some people may say, oh, I'm never going to go there. The food is terrible. But you don't always go on vacation because to eat. You go on vacation for other reasons as well. And Andrea has pointed out that visiting a new place to have a new cultural experience and also the activities involved, because every place you visit has different activities available. If we consider even the different cities that we can visit, the things that you do in New York City, for example, are different than the things you might do in Los Angeles or in Chicago. So depending on the city you visit, there are different activities available. And sightseeing also, it changes what you see. Sightseeing also for me is extremely important. Another thing that I think about when I'm choosing a holiday, if I'm visiting a new place, is the museums. Are there any museums where I'm going? Because if I'm traveling somewhere, if I'm going somewhere because I want a new experience, then the museums are very important to me. But if I'm going on holiday because I want to relax and I need some downtime, then I might not consider the museums as much. And Greta, thank you so much. Greta says, for me, it's important to eat some foods, relaxing on the beach, and going shopping. I know, who doesn't like to go shopping on holiday? I love to go shopping. And you like to see museums too. Excellent. Museums are very important. In fact, if I go somewhere and there's no museum, I'm like, well, why not? Don't you have anything to show? All right, now we've talked about our previous holidays. We've mentioned places where we have been, and we've also said when we went and what we did. Now we want to dream a little bit and think about a possible future holiday or vacation. So where do you want to go? Where do you want to go in the future? Now, feel free to imagine, because there's no limit. There's no limit and there's no right and wrong. So don't say, oh, there's no point in me saying I want to go there because I'm never going to go. Or, well, we won't even be able to go to the beach this year because of the virus. No, let's think positive. Don't put limits on your imagination. My dream holiday destination is the Maldives Islands. Thank you, Greta. I have never been there, but I know people who have. And they say it's absolutely beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. I think I would like to go too. I don't know if I ever will, but we said before that it's not important if you get there or not. What's important is that you share your dream holiday destination with us this morning. So we want to describe, thank you, Greta, for telling us where you want to go. But think about then where you want to stay when you go there. Possibly what you're going to eat. How's the weather? What are you going to do? I know Greta and I, we're like determined. We're like, I'm relaxing and I'm swimming. I'm relaxing and I'm swimming. I'm swimming and relaxing. But there are other things to do too. There are other things to do too on holiday. And another important factor, your companions. Who are you traveling with? I know that you, Andrea, you go on organized tours. So you already have your travel companions picked out for you. But if you choose who you want to travel with, because that's a very important decision also. Because as I said before, I used to travel alone for the most part. But if you choose a travel companion, that's very important too. Because who you're traveling with can also have a huge impact on your vacation or holiday. So Andrea, you've told us where you've been, and you already have a vacation lined up for September. But this question here is a dream holiday. So maybe a place where you've never been, but have always wanted to visit. Dream holiday for me. I'm going to have to, let's all think for a minute. Our dream holiday. Where do you want to go? Where do I want to go? If I could go anywhere in the world, where would I go? Anywhere at all. Anywhere in the world. I know where I'd go. I would go to Easter Island. That's where I would go. To see the giant statues. That's one place I would love to visit because they don't let everybody on the island. It's very selective. It's difficult to get to. In fact, there's a group of islands, I believe, but certain places you can't even get you can't take the boat close to the island. They don't let everybody on. You want to stay in a big house. Are you looking at the picture on the screen, Greta? Is that where you want to stay? Okay, Greta, you're in the big house by the sea. You're at the Maldives Islands. Who are you with? Now, okay, because you love the climate and the sea. Who are you traveling with, Greta? Now, you can travel with anybody, even though you're younger right now and you always travel with your family and your parents. But remember, this is a dream holiday. You can go with anybody you want. You can even go with me. So, who is your dream companion on, sorry about that. Who is your dream companion on this dream holiday? Sorry, I keep touching the wrong button on my computer. I would go to Easter Island. And I don't know where I would stay. I would stay wherever they let me stay. If I could stay with maybe some local people, I would love to do that. I would love to learn but the local people, the people who live there. And I would want to go on an archaeological dig because then I could dig up one of those crazy, crazy big statues, those giant statues that weigh like different tons. And who would I go with? I would go by myself. I would go by myself and I would ask them to put me with some very nice local people. Because that would be a very, very educational experience, I think. Because as much as I love relaxing by the sea and swimming in the ocean, I also enjoy educational holidays, educational vacations. I like to have an experience and come back and feel better, feel more aware, at least thinking that I have learned something. I like to learn new things when I go away. My dream holiday is to go to San Francisco, stay there a few days, and then move through the American parks and valleys. Very nice, Andrea. For activities, I think to do relaxing, go shopping. Greta, you are a fantastic holiday girl. Eat some foods and swimming. Very, very nice. It sounds like a beautiful vacation in the Maldives Islands. Andrea, you have never been to the West Coast in the United States. I've never been to San Francisco. I have been to Los Angeles and I have been to Santa Barbara, but I've never been to San Francisco. And that part of the United States with the different parks and the valleys is supposed to be very beautiful. I would love, that's nice. I would love to drive up the coast. I would like to drive along the coast, the West Coast of the United States. I think that would be a very nice holiday too. So Greta enjoys relaxing. She likes very low-key, quiet holidays, whereas Andrea likes holidays that have more activity. He likes being busy on holiday. So now that you've thought about your dream holiday and what you're going to do, what you would like to do, now we want to put it into action. So we want to use our present continuous and are going to. So let's plan our dream holiday. Look at your screen now. This is the last slide for today. In your groups, well, we are already a group. Let's plan our dream holiday. And we're going to share our holidays with everyone else. Use the present continuous for fixed plans. What does that mean? You have a place, you have a time, you have a person. And then you use going to for intentions. And underneath, there's an example. We're going to Cairo for our next holiday. We're flying in March, and I'm going to explore the pyramids. Here you have just one. We have 2 sentences in this description. So you don't need to write a book about your dream holiday. Just 2 sentences. When are you going to go? Where are you going to stay? How are you going to get there? And what are you going to do? So think about your dream holiday and then give me a couple sentences using present continuous and going to future. For example, I said my dream holiday was going to Easter Island. Next, I'll give you an example. Next year, no. Next spring, I'm going to Easter Island. Greta, have you ever heard of Easter Island? I'm going to visit the ruins. And what else am I going to do there? And I'm going to meet the local people and possibly learn a new language. Okay, so this is my dream holiday in Easter Island, on Easter Island. And Andrea says, you've only been to New York and Miami, so you've only been to the East Coast. You've never been. Okay. Oh, have you ever heard of Easter Island? You've never heard of Easter Island, Greta? I'm going to tell you about Easter Island today. Ooh, I wrote my sentence wrong. I'm going to visit. Yes, it's a very long trip to Easter Island. I'm going to visit. How long do you think it takes to get there? I'm going to visit the ruins. That's what I mean. I know. First I need to find out exactly where Easter Island is, because I know it's far, but I don't know the coordinates. So yes, that is my dream trip. We're running out of time, you guys. I need to know your plans, your dream holiday plans. So Greta says she's going to the Maldives. Okay, Greta, can you give me 2 sentences? Remember, present continuous when you have your fixed plans. When are you leaving? And I think you already told me what you're going to do, didn't you? Yes, you did tell me. You told me what you're going to do, but you didn't use going to future. So I said, I'm going to visit the ruins and I'm going to meet the local people. Next spring, I'm going to Easter Island. So I have my present continuous. Why? Because I have a time. Next spring, I'm going. I've decided. And my intentions for when I get there. I'm going to visit the ruins and I'm going to meet the local people. Andrea says he wants to go to San Francisco. But when are you going to San Francisco, Andrea? And how are you getting there? Because when we plan our holiday, we know that when we have fixed plans, that means you've already booked the flight. You know the day you're flying, You know the airport you're leaving from, you have your travel companions, or you don't, it's your choice. And then that's a fixed plan, so we use present continuous. On the other hand, if our options are open, for example, we say, okay, but when I get there, I'm going to play it by ear. I'll decide what I want to do when I am there. In that case, you use going to, because your intentions may change while you're there. You may find something extremely interesting to do unexpectedly, and all of a sudden your plans change. So in this morning's focus, we talked about holidays. We discussed different types of holidays, which holidays we like and why. Once we talked about our favorite types of holidays and why we like them, then we talked about past holidays. The last holiday we went on, where did we go? What did we do? Why did we like it? Then once we did that, we projected, we said, well, but if I could go anywhere at all in the world, where would I go? And then we talked about dream holidays. But keeping in line with our theme this morning, describing a holiday and planning a holiday, we don't want our dreams to stay dreams. We want to put them into action. So then we decided to plan our dream holiday. And I planned my dream holiday to Easter Island this morning. Greta is going to the Maldives Islands. And Andrea is going to the West Coast in the US. He's going to San Francisco. Easter Island is about, I should change my destination. All right. Oh, but for a while it was really exciting, Andrea. All right, I'll choose another dream holiday destination. So that's what we did this morning, because we haven't really been able to travel that much recently. So it's nice sometimes to remember the holidays we've been on and the hope of our next holiday and where we would like to go and what we would like to do. Because we're in the middle of spring, but summer is right around the corner. So maybe our plans for this summer are going to change, or maybe they already have. For those of us maybe who had planned a holiday in June, there's a very good chance it's not going to happen in June. But possibly in July and August, we'll be a little bit more mobile so that we can move around and we can enjoy the summer season anyway, even though this summer is probably going to be like none other before. So during this afternoon, I am going to consider another dream destination because Andrea has informed me that Easter Island is not the best place to go. But for a while, I enjoyed the idea. Okay, listen, everybody, thank you so much for tuning in this morning. It was a great way to kick off the weekend because we are into Friday. Please remember that during the week, English in the City is live every day on YouTube and on Facebook with a new and exciting focus activity. So have a wonderful Friday. Have a fantastic weekend. And I will see everybody back here next time. Thank you so much for tuning in. It was great to hear from everybody. And I will see you soon. Have a great weekend, everybody.